one and all. Back to another edition of the Comedy Podcast. I am your host, DJ Marcus. And you are joining me live in the Comedy Studios. But I'm never alone. I'm with my boy, Joey LaFaro. Joe, say hello to people.
Hi there, people.
Oh, man. It has been a long week, Joey.
2 weeks.
It's been a long day. And I'll tell you all about it because we're here again on the Comedy Podcast. A song that brings a tear to most grown men's eyes. I'll play it a little later tonight. But Joey, we got a special guest today.
Yes, we do. I'm excited.
We got Carlos Big Dreams in the building. Carlos, welcome back to the Comedy Podcast. This is the second time you've been on, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's the first.
No, it's my first time actually, man. I'm y'all busting my cherry, yo.
We fucked up.
We did fuck up. We should have definitely had you on soon.
No. You feel like you had me on because Cam talked about me.
Oh man. But yeah, man, Joey, it's been a long 2 weeks. We took a little hiatus. We had to cultivate and celebrate Black excellence as it always is.
You did. We had to survive a harem of white women blocking the Fridays to do it.
Yeah, we did. You did have to do that, Joseph. We did celebrate.
It's an echo. What did you do?
I'm doing the damn echo thing again. Hold on a second. Mute that. There goes again.
We're rusty. We're a
little rusty. I mean, hey, this is the first week back after a brief hiatus. Let me cover up all my insignia saying where I work. Don't want people knowing where I work because they like to follow me. Follow me in the streets, Joey. You ever been followed by fans? Have you not gotten
like
that?
in person?
In person, yeah. They come after me, man. They were like, "Are you DJ Marcus?" And I go, "You damn right, bitch."
I don't know.
I move on with my time.
Are drunk people that come up to me after the show that don't actually know my name, do those count as fans?
Hey, are you saying goof?
Funny. If anyone told you you're pretty?
Anyone told you you have pretty eyes?
Yeah.
Your eyes are magical. Man, but yeah, man, it was last week was the my brother's wedding.
There you go.
So I had to celebrate that and had to get the hangover in after that. And then my birthday. So I had to celebrate that and then get the hangover in after that.
Happy belated birthday, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Carlos. But it was just a long week, dude.
And we had 2 whole shows.
Yes.
At McGinty's.
We sure
since
did.
Our last episode.
We sure did. Opening show, first show sold out at McGinty's. Second show sold under at McGinty's.
Sold under.
It sold out.
Sold out.
It sold out. Hey, man, sellouts. Joey's a sellout.
Boom.
Joey
2
LaFaro,
times.
sellout.
Hey.
Out the gate.
Yeah, man. So McGinty's is doing awesome. We're definitely proud of comedy shows near me. We're doing awesome things, doing big things. I was there last week.
You can Google it now, and we actually come up. So that's a fact.
That's good to know. Well, if you type in comedy shows and it finishes near me, we should come up.
Y'all better come up.
Thank you. I don't know who the hell.
That shit takes me all the way to like Frederick or something like that. I'm like, that's not near me.
Near me.
It took some finagling with Google to get them to appreciate the cleverness of the name. They want to admit.
They ain't want to admit it was clever.
Yeah.
Hey, I understand that, man. We came up. DJ Marcus and Joey LaFaro come up with the greatest names for like companies. We invented Apple. It was one day me and Joey were in the car. And I was like, Joey, what should we get from the store? And Joey was like, man, I need some apples. And I was like, apples are a great thing. And Joey was like, yeah, they're smart and they help with your brain. And I was like, you know what else helps with your brain, Joey? Computers. And he said, you know what? Apple computers. And we've been rolling ever since. It's just common sense.
We
stuff.
came up with those as fetuses. Something. That car ride is fetuses.
We've been friends for a long time, Joey. You need to tell the world. Oh man, but yeah, man. So it was a long week, dude. Let's see, it's 2 weeks since our last episode. Was it 2 weeks or a week off?
It was 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Technically 2 weeks, but it was a week off.
We had a week off.
We took a week off. Yeah, man. And like I said, my brother got married. Congratulations to my brother.
Him and his wife. Man.
Yeah, man. I was one of the groomsmen.
Where was this at?
In College Park.
Okay.
They actually got married in at the University of Maryland. That's where they met. So they decided to go back to the school they graduated from and give them back some more money. I don't know. I don't know the sense behind that. I would never give Montgomery College more cash to have a. Well, I mean, shit. I ain't getting married at Montgomery College. I don't know where I would. The student
cafeteria at any college. Period.
Was it like an American wedding or was it a Nigerian wedding?
Okay, it was a combination of both.
Did they do the thing where they made it rain on the married couple like they were strippers?
Oh my God. I've never seen so many ones thrown at people who weren't half naked. This was magic. Like, and then they had to do the baller one where like the big bosses of the family come up. And
were they throwing tens?
Yeah, they were throwing tens. But they come up and they just stand in the front and he's like, yes. And I'm like, this is the most, like, I felt weird watching it, like watching someone rain on my brother.
Yes.
He's just, yes.
This pleases me.
Yes, this union pleases me. I'm like, okay, man, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Hey, and I looked on the floor and I was like, there is a lot of goddamn money. Now, I'm happy it was a Nigerian wedding because if it was my other side of the family, some of them ones would have been missing.
All
of them. Like whoever was supposed to pick them up would have not had a job. They would have picked them motherfuckers up and put them under their foot and then slid and grabbed more. And all of a sudden, this person went from 5'4" to 6'2". They standing on top of ones. What the fuck's wrong with this crackhead in my family?
How much did cousin Mikey eat? Because he's looking real puffy right now.
Yeah, he's real puffy right now.
Where did he get cellulite? Around.
That man's shirt full of ones. What the hell is going on right now? But yeah, man, that was an interesting experience. I had 2 costume changes.
What?
So this is some elaborate shit.
What? Some costume changes? What?
Yeah. I had 1 costume change, and my brother had 2.
Was one of them a butterfly?
No, it didn't turn into a. I didn't go from a moth to a flame.
You weren't the fairy godbrother?
No. Now I did have some liquor in my pocket. Okay. I did have. See, the thing is, I kept it
liquor in your pocket, but you ain't grabbing none of them tens and ones, huh?
No. See, the thing is, I knew the etiquette for a situation like that. I'm around Nigerians a lot of times.
Oh, okay.
I'm around them enough to where they taught me, hey, don't touch that money, because if Auntie sees you touch it, that's your ass. And aunties in all other cultures are the most dangerous people in the world. I had an aunt yell at me at the wedding. She said, how are you going to walk past me as if you do not see me? And I went, what? First off, who the fuck are you? I've never met you. And then she's like, you are not going to say hello? I'm like, oh, hey, it's good to see you. And I gave her a hug and I just kept walking because I'm like, I don't know you. Why I got to stop?
No, you will pay me respect.
You will respect me. You do not understand this. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, okay, it's okay. But yeah, man, it was a fun wedding. My little brother, very proud of him, very proud of his wife. They did it awesome. They did it up big time. Birthday celebration. This week, Joey, I did the one thing for my birthday week that I love to do every birthday. Oh. You know what that is?
Clipping your toenails.
I did clip my toenails. That is true. I don't love doing it, but I did clip them.
Why would that be a birthday ritual?
That's annual.
I only clip my toes like once a year too. You know what I mean?
It's an annual thing. We don't need it any other time of the year. I get ready for the summer. You gotta clip them down to get the feet ready.
I don't need my toenails like going over my sandals. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Carlos understands.
Why is that close? Like I don't.
I mean, it's an understood thing. Black men don't clip their toenails but once a year.
Exactly. Except the pinky toenail. The pinky toenail gets jagged.
Pinky toe, it comes up weird.
And the sock always catches it.
Yeah, it's always catching on the sock. So you got to cut that down here a couple weeks.
Don't get me wrong. I used to be pretty lazy about it. Because I started doing MMA, like, you'll get judged. You can't be the guy running around cutting everybody with your toenails.
Pretty much, yeah. But the other thing I did, Joey, you mentioned, I went to the casino.
I kind of figured.
And the casino, this time, Joey, Now, the last time I went to the casino,
did it love you back this time?
The last time I went, she didn't love me that much. I went in there with $500, walked out losing $8. I don't know how the other $300 got out of my account, but it lost it. Okay. Now this time, I went. They had a rehearsal dinner. Now the dinner I thought was going to be an all night thing. We all party and then hang out and shit. This motherfucker was over an hour and a half later. So then my night was just busted. My girlfriend's out of town. All my friends doing adult shit like taxes and working and all this other shit. And I'm just out here trying to be a hoe in the streets. But so I was like, you know what? What the fuck would a good hoe do? But make some money for a motherfucker. So I decided to go up to the casino. I decided to take me $200 out and go to the casino. Turn that $2,000 into $1,000. I went home.
That was smart.
That
was smart as fuck.
Yes. So, and I was like, all right, cool. So when I went home that night, I started doing the one thing I've never done before. Started watching instructional videos on how to play poker and how to play poker the way the table game that I like to play is supposed to be played.
Okay.
So I've been learning shit. So I've been throwing knowledge in my head, Joey.
Okay.
So then on Saturday, me and my girlfriend went out to dinner. She took me out to dinner. She's a very sweet girl. And she was like, you want to go to the casino, don't you? Now we were in
she could smell the itch.
Yeah, we were in Alexandria.
Okay.
So we were on the water and then we could look across the water and see MGM.
Yeah, okay.
So I saw the Ferris wheel over here and I was like, damn, MGM's somewhere, and I just scanned the horizon. Calling me. So I was like, all right, yeah, we go back to casino for a little bit. Now I had $400 in my pocket.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I'm not gonna spend more than $400.
Bullshit.
I'm not gonna spend more than $400 because again, I'm a responsible gambler, but I do gamble.
I say that every time I go to the strip club, man.
Yeah.
Now speaking of that,
that's why I don't go to either of those places.
Speaking of that, Carlos, I've always had the motto of I will not spend at either one what I'm not willing to lose at the other. So if I go to the casino, I will not take more money than I'm willing to give a stripper for the night.
All right.
And I will not take to the strip club more money than I'm willing to lose at the casino. That's my give and take. So
quote that.
Yeah. so I took my 4 and I go, okay, cool. I'm gonna just play a couple games, just chill out a little bit. May lose it, may win it. I don't know. So I sit at the table. I'm walking around the casino. It's Saturday night. Casinos do this fun thing where they raise the prices, the minimum bets on all their tables on Saturday night. So, like, usually you'll find a $15 table, a $20 table, $25 table, and then the high roll, a $50 table. On Saturday night, all these motherfuckers are $50 tables except $125, and that bitch is full the whole night. And it's just people just sitting there, and ain't nobody moving.
Get there early.
Got to get in early. So I was like, all right, well, shit, I'm not going to get at a $25 table. There's a whole empty $50 table. So I'm like, all right. Now, the poker game I like to play, Chef Dave hates it. My mom used to hate it. It's because you are playing, it's a $50 minimum bet table.
Okay.
But you have to lay on the line $150 in order to play the hand. So you're playing $150 a hand to win back. You win back potentially thousands of dollars. So I gamble. If I'm a gambler, I'm a gamble, Joe.
Okay.
So I would sit there, bet my first one. Like, all right, cool. They have bonuses and everything else on the table. So I always bet the bonus. I always bet the trips bonus and the progressive bonus and everything else that's in there.
I don't know what any of that means, but go ahead.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm with you, Joey.
Well, the bonuses are, so say if you look at your hand, you get your 2 cards and they're the same suit. You get a bonus for having a flush.
Oh, okay.
And so they pay you out extra money for getting those types of bonuses. Next time we go to Casino Joey, I'm taking you with me because I want you to see the magic of playing this game.
I'm gonna get ahead.
You just want to show off. That's what you want to do.
I do. I want to show people I learned.
I learned the worst night of your life there. You're like, Joey, I promise I'm better than this. Like, don't leave.
Joey, like, bitch, you broke. What the fuck we still here for?
I can see 0% where I won't be annoyed.
Yeah, you're not a gambler, so I wouldn't really want to take you.
I just don't have the patience for poker. Like, no. I've played it well. I just don't have the patience to sit there for hours on end.
But the thing is, with this poker, it's faster. It's faster, and you win quick or you lose quick. It's one of the two.
Wow.
So I played, and then I hit on all the bonuses I kept hitting on.
All right, we got to go there when there's a $5 table.
Okay. No, we'll go in the middle of the afternoon on a Thursday.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going with $20 on a $5 table. What's up?
I'm gonna bet a 50-cent bonus on.
Basically. So I kept winning bonuses.
Okay.
And so you know how much you got up, Joey?
You walked in with what, 400?
400.
I want to say you were up 150.
Nope.
More.
500.
$500.
Nope.
So you're about to tell me that you were up an amount you should have just gone the fuck home.
Yes.
Now,
more.
$4,000?
I don't think I want to know anymore.
I was up $3,500.
I said $4,000. I was close. Good gracious!
That's not up. That's a
did
different.
Did you leave after that?
I did not leave after that.
No.
See, that's where you fucked up at.
I know. Anything over 1,000 was an instant. You should have left.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I did again, I was up, but the thing is, I got up on one hand. I got up like big on one hand. So it was like there was no. I could just walk away from this shit and just play a couple more hands. I'm already up by all my money. And 4 times my fucking money I bought in. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'll just sit and play a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I would have the rule, like as soon as I hit that hand, I'm like, nope, not gonna get better than this. Got the fuck out.
I colored in 2,500 of that.
Okay.
So that just went in my pocket. That's just getting big chips.
Okay.
And that just goes in my pocket. No, that 25 is coming home.
Okay.
25 is gonna come home no matter
respect
what.
That.
So the rest is just gamble. Okay. I'm playing with casino money.
Play
right
fast and loose.
Yep. Now I can have fun. Now it goes from me stressing, thinking I'm gonna lose my $500 to me going, I can do whatever the fuck I want to today.
Hey, but man, look, man. Not many people are that's smart and that
Oh no.
That they'll be like, you know what? I still got 2,500 left. maybe one more hand.
Oh, that itch will fucking come when you play in this game. Like you be sitting there with those chips in your pocket and it's just burning right at your nipple because I keep it in my shirt pocket. It burns right at the titty level, and I'm just like, I gotta take these bitches out and throw them on the table. But the pit boss, like I kept winning so much that the pit boss looked at me and said, "You won again?" Like she looked at me like I was cheating. I'm like, y'all hold all the cards. How the fuck I cheat? She was like, wow, that's
21.
She's like, good. Keep those in your pocket. She told me to keep the 2,500 in my pocket.
Oh, she was looking out for you.
Yeah. So then I gambled with the other $1,000.
Oh, you had the auntie at
yeah.
Okay.
I had an auntie dealing the cards.
And
I had an auntie as the as a pit boss.
You didn't get the Asian pit boss.
No, Indian auntie. Yeah, I mean, they understand us.
It's not the same.
No. So I was up $3,500, Joey. Okay. I think that was the second biggest win I've ever had. Biggest win I've ever had was a $5,000 win at the Horseshoe that I had to sneak out of when I won because
you had the old Asian dealer. She'd be like, "Oh, you win again, big boy. Play again.
You winner. You are on roll. Go ahead." I give you big chip. You'll take big chip now. It's like, whoa, okay, thank you, Ling Hang.
Ling Hang.
Oh man, but yeah, man. So I did win. I was happy that I won. I got some bills to pay. Okay. And now I'm paying them on the dime of the state of Maryland.
There you go.
Fuck them kids. That's right. Casino money comes back to some people.
There you go.
Yeah, man. But that was it was a fun weekend. I enjoyed myself. I got to rest finally for the first time in any birthday ever. My daughter didn't push me to go anywhere, so we stayed in the house most of the week. So hey,
congratulations! I know that.
Damn, your weekend was like perfect.
Yeah, my week was awesome. Like I did shower. I did do the I did shower. I shower every day. But I
don't believe you. No. you He's like, it was my birthday. I showered and I clipped my toenails.
No, I did do the
I did shower under my titties and it felt great for them.
Right? You should try it someday.
Well, there's two other things I did. Because it's my 38th birthday. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna try some new things in my life. So I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and found the men's scent section.
Okay.
And I got their moisturizer and their body spray.
Okay.
So I got the matching ones. So now I smell like a
sexy white woman.
Small-breasted white woman. When I walk in, it actually smells really good, and it keeps it moisturized all day, which is awesome. I needed that shit because I was ashy most of the time.
I just go with shea butter every time.
Shea butter. I know, but Joey's white. I don't understand why Joey would have shea butter in his house.
I don't know why he would have shea butter either, unless he got it from Auntie. You know what I'm saying?
I go for the shea butter body.
Where are you going? Get over here, white boy. Take the shea butter.
You do not look rebel. You do not. You need to put this on your elbows.
I heard a lot of MMA fighters use shea butter. That's why.
Okay.
I'm just making that up.
Oh man, anything happen to you this week, Jim?
We had 2 shows, man. We had 2 awesome shows to kick off our time at comedy shows near me. So we're stoked about that. We got another awesome lineup coming up this Thursday.
Who's on this Thursday?
Old Mike B.
Oh, broke ass
Mike B.
Old Mike B is headlining, and he'll be back on the podcast in a week or 2.
That should be interesting. It's been a while. It's been a while since me and Mike B been in the same
Why do you say it
digital
like
room.
Man,
we squashed our beef, didn't we, in the old studio?
What beef you all had?
I thought we squashed it on the 100th episode, or when him and his buddy were in the room, and I couldn't go at him because it seemed like it would be a WWE situation because they were holding belts, and we were in our house.
I don't even remember what the hell you're talking about.
When him and I forgot the other kid's name, the guy that hangs out with him all the time, Brandon something.
Brandon Moore.
We had them on when we were in Columbia.
Really?
And they were in the house and they were carrying championship belts. So that's why I was like, oh, these motherfuckers really want the smoke. So I couldn't start the whole beef I continue the beef I had with Mike B. But I do understand that Mike B will be on the podcast. So fuck him.
where's your belt at, bitch?
Why can't we be friends?
Mike B, man, I like his shit, man. Who else he got going?
He's a funny guy. Occasionally.
Why does everybody have grudge matches and shit?
He was the first person to call me Carl Winslow.
Oh, that's funny.
And not be funny about it.
Oh, that's not funny.
It looked like he was trying his best.
He did. It hit different.
Yeah.
What?
It's like, huh, nigga? That's just all I felt. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I so mad about this? I know the resemblance is there, but you can't just be saying that shit to me. Now I look like Uncle Phil, James Avery now because I got the bald head on top. So, but yeah, so that's where our beef started. So the next show is old Mike B will be headlining.
Yes.
Last show we had Candace Saunders headlining.
She's fire, yo.
Yeah, she is fire. That was a good episode. That was a good show.
Yeah, she's fucking hilarious.
I don't know any other headliner that could have done it better.
Why?
Look at Joe. Joe's like, keep the peace, man. He's like, can you all just get along?
I'm tired, man.
This is an inside comedy moment.
I was gonna wait until I was gonna let that story happen when it happened. Because I know it's coming.
Oh, it's gonna come. It's gonna come, and I'm gonna be the antithesis for it.
I didn't do nothing.
I know you didn't. You didn't do anything wrong.
I'm the one catching all the heat, but I didn't do shit. I didn't make the train hit a crocodile.
No, you didn't. You did.
We should stop doing inside jokes.
No, we shouldn't. We should let it be for now. And we will definitely let the audience know. Oh, who sent me a text message? Oh, I thought it was from the other side. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, Joey, it was a great show. I had an awesome time DJing for this past week. You guys did a great job putting it together. Comedy shows near me. That is the new brand, the new thing. What are we calling it, Joey? The new it thing?
Sure.
Okay, it's the it.
Say it like that.
Well, yeah.
It's shit. I don't know what to say about it.
Just come see it.
Come see it. Okay, cool.
It's $10. There's literally nothing better you could do with your Thursday night. It's $10. It's a comedy club in downtown Silver Spring. There's plenty of parking. There's a metro stop walking distance.
Yeah.
You got no excuses.
Hey.
It's the cheapest. You're not going to find a better show for the money. Period.
Yep. You remember a comic named Sean Spitzer?
Does sound familiar.
I grew up with his brother. Me and his brother went to school.
Oh no, Sean Spencer was that character from Psych. I know that name.
But I saw him at my store.
Okay.
He came in shopping in the store. Now again, people don't seem to notice. Like, I'm a people person, so I can recognize a person just by their eyes. So when you're wearing a mask, I can still know you. So I was like, "Hey, Sean." He looked up. He was like, "Hey, do I know you? Where do I know you from?" I was like, "Every comedy show in DC." He's like, "Oh shit, I ain't been on a mic in years. How you recognize me?" I was like, "I know you. I know your brother." And he's like, "Oh yeah, they do know each other from other places than comedy." So I told him hit up the open mic after the show.
Okay.
Because I was like, yeah, just hit me up if you want to get on. Just let me know, and I can get you in touch with the people to get you on there. And that goes to all the comedians in the DMV. If you want to get on to the comedy shows near me open mic, which immediately follows the live show, definitely hit us up. DJ Marcus is always a staunch proponent for DC comedy, growing, building. And you need to talk in front of two to three people and 5 comics just to grow yourself.
Actually had a lot of the audience stay last week for more comedy, and we didn't have anybody
enough
to perform. So
come on out, man.
Come get this stage time.
Yeah, we got stage time for you, man. I might get
great
on
location too, though. Great location.
It's a great location.
And it's definitely near me. I know that much. I know.
There you go.
There's definitely a comedy show near you. Oh man, but yeah, man, Joey, it has been a great week, man. Anything else happen to you?
Not me, Los. Did anything happen to you this week?
Man, I went back to work for after a month of just downtime.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Long 15-hour shift that was straight garbage, and I remember how much I hated that job. And how much I don't like to work, but
hey,
I gotta live, man.
I understand completely.
That was that was like the most interesting 9-inch. Oh, I met new people. So that was cool. With vaginas, that was awesome. I like that.
People with vaginas is always positive.
Yeah.
You were never gonna get an insult out of me for that one.
Take my hip brace off. I got cleared, so no more brace. I am.
Are you thrusting yet?
I think I'm allowed to.
You gonna thrust?
Maybe.
You be stroking, Joey LaFaro stroking.
I know that's what he did. I know that's what he does at physical therapy and shit.
He just lays on the back and just pumps in the air. He just humps in the air.
I've been working for it. I've been
building up to it. Hey man,
increasing my bridge count. All right,
your posture looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
Your posture is amazing. You sit up so fucking straight, and I slouch on the other side.
Because if I slouch, I'll fall asleep.
Is that why I'm so tired when we get to the end of the show? It's because I'm slouching the whole episode. Thank you for letting me know that now. This is 500 episodes later.
I don't know. I know it's true for me.
You know I sit low. Oh man, but Joey, we're gonna take a quick break, man.
All right.
We're gonna get into some craziness, man. We gotta have a conversation with Carlos, man.
Yes, we do.
First time on the podcast.
Hey.
We're gonna talk to Carlos
fools.
We're gonna talk to you about who you are and what you do here in the DC comedy scene. We know you. We love you. Now it's time for the .comedy Nation to hear about you. Great. So we're going to take a quick break. We can get back with more fun and more thrills in a minute on the .comedy podcast.
Cause I don't know about you, but
It's my Disney.
And we're back on the That Comedy Podcast. This segment of That Comedy Podcast is brought to you by Comedy Shows Near Me. That's right, Comedy Shows Near Me, a brand new comedy show every week. You get to see new comics in the DMV at McGinty's Pub in downtown Silver Spring. Every week it's 7:30 to about 9. Comedy Shows Near Me is putting on a rocking show. You need to come out, have some fun with some fun people. Joey LaFaro will be there. DJ Marcus will be there. You get to find out exactly what's going on in DC comedy scene by coming to Comedy Shows Near Me. That's right, Comedy Shows Near Me. You can find them on the Linktree on .comedy's webpage. You can also find Comedy Shows Near Me anywhere you search on the internet. We've made it easy for you. You ever type in hookers near me on Google? Comedy Shows Near Me will come up first. As soon as you type hookers. LaFaro is working on the algorithm right now. But Comedy Shows Near Me coming to you live every Thursday from McGinty's Pub. And we're back into That Comedy Podcast. Joey LaFaro, DJ Marcus, our special guest this week, Carlos Big Dream. Carlos.
Hey.
Hey, man.
What it do, what it does.
Oh, man. It is a pleasure to have you on to the That Comedy Podcast, Carlos.
I like how you've done fake promo codes for everything that doesn't have one, and the one thing that does have a promo code, you do give it to them.
What's the promo code, Joey LaFaro?
Promo code .comedy.
The promo code is .comedy for $5 off. That's right, $5. Okay, I'll do it in my announcer voice. $5 off your ticket to Comedy Shows Near Me. That's right, the promo code is DOTCOMEDY .comedy. So click on .comedy and you'll find Comedy Shows Near Me. And we're back on the That Comedy Podcast. Joey LaFaro making an ass out of me. Hey, Joey. Shit.
Joey looked at you like Archie looked at his wife. He's like, one of these days.
Put a moon, Alice.
You did give me that Archie Bunker look.
That's a very racist look. I saw it. That's what I was.
Oh man. But Carlos, welcome to the That Comedy Podcast, sir.
Hey man, I missed you guys, man. It's been a very long time, guys.
Yeah, it has. It's been a while,
Yeah.
man. We need to have you on a show, man. You got to come out to the Comedy Shows Near Me.
Oh, hey, we were Joey and I were just talking about that right before we got started, and yeah, man, he told me he was at McGinty's, and it just dawned on me, McGinty's was the first place I ever did a paid gig at, ever. Really? $20. I was like, I was in heaven. It was only like after like 1-2 weeks of me doing like comedy for the first time ever. So I felt special.
All right, I need you to name names and say who ran that, because
oh man, I wish I could tell you the fuck. Oh man. So do you remember we used to do it with Mike? So I started doing it with Mike's with Rob Mayer and
Tom McGrill.
Yeah,
we all started.
Yeah. So
that's where everybody in Montgomery County started.
Remember the dude with the red curly hair? Oh man, Alex or man, I can't remember his name, but him and his brother. So it was this white dude and his brother. They fucking booked me like 2 weeks after. They're like, "Yo, we want to book you for a gig."
Okay.
And it was at McGinty's. I mean, McGinty's has I love McGinty's. It's got like the perfect like setup.
Yeah,
it does. So I've been trying to find out because when we were trying to approach them, they said that they had a bad experience in comedy before. I've been trying to get a show going there for a number of years.
Yeah.
They haven't been willing to do it for like 10 years. So whoever did
well, you know what? That's funny because that was about like 9 years ago.
Yeah, I was saying, like whoever did it effed it up, but they won't tell me who it was. And I'm trying to find out.
Trying to covertly find out who the hell.
All right. So I'll tell you, I think like because all right, so I think I was like in my mid-20s. All right. So maybe that was like maybe 8 years ago. Man, it's been a long time. But if we were the only comedy show to do that, maybe we were the ones that shut them down. Like I know I got shit-faced drunk, man. And like before the show and during and after. And
sometimes
I think I hit on like the owner's daughter or something. I don't know, man. I had a lot of fun that night though. That was a great show.
Hitting on the owner's daughter does kind of put a bullseye on your show. It's like, hey, you know what? When we get a chance to drop this shit, we're gonna drop this shit.
What did I tell you about talking to those black boys there, boy?
What did I tell you?
Especially the funny ones. They always get you.
Oh man,
we can all go sideways.
Does he listen?
Find out.
We'll find out in a minute. Joey, hey, want to tell you the next show we're not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. But yeah, man, definitely come out. Definitely try to get Carlos on one of those comedy shows near me. But yeah, Carlos, it has been. Let's see when we last see Carlos when we were doing. Was it when we were doing
that comedy in Bethesda?
At Jack's, yeah.
I closed you guys out, man.
Yeah.
Jesse tried to like push me off stage and I was like, yo, I'm like, why? I'm like, dog, I was only here for like 2 seconds. Like, I'm killing these bitches. And everybody was like laughing. I'm like, and I fucking ran the light because he tried to keep me up there for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, nah, dog, I got 4 minutes, bro. Like, I'm taking this time, yo. Like, you can't take me off. If I'm making people laugh, you can't kick me off, yo. Like, that's no. I'm like, plus, I'm a staple here, dog.
I run this.
I keep up with y'all.
I don't remember that night.
I do vaguely remember it.
Well, because that's probably the part of the show where I wandered off.
Yeah. You definitely would hit your stride and then just disappear. And we're like, Joey even a part of the show anymore? And then I'd see you at the end, yelling that no one's helping you do anything while I'm helping you do stuff. But yeah, man. So you were there with us. You were with us at. We first met you at Splash Lounge. That was the first time we met, Carlos. So how long you been doing comedy, man? You said I know you came up at Potomac Grill.
Oh my god, Dylan Meyer.
Yes,
super fucking great friend of mine, man. R.I.P. I fucking love that guy. He's the one that got me into comedy. I heard that he was doing comedy back in the day. Dude, man, I can't even remember how old I was. I'm pretty sure I was like 22 or some shit like that. I've been doing it for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And he got me into comedy. He got me at Potomac Grill. And then Potomac Grill started to shut down. And then you guys fucking came on the scene and fucking killed it. And I remember doing it first show. Honestly, man, I think I only missed like 20 shows from Splash Lounge to fucking Union Jacks. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a day I missed with Doc Comedy. You know, that was like, I remember the day I got my hair cut for the first time after like 6 years of growing them out like this. I fucking went there as soon as I cut my hair and fucking like did a killer show.
And I remember that. And you were, and I was like, is that professional, Carlos?
You know, it was the most professional I've ever been. I was sober that night.
Yeah, that was the other thing, because he was like, yeah, I'm sober too. And I was like, what the hell leaf did you just turn over? Life's gonna get better now.
I became a manager at Safeway, buddy.
Because that was where him and I kind of commiserated, because I used to work for Safeway. And that's when me and you would talk. I'd be like, oh, you do work there, okay? Because you worked at the one in Twinbrook, right?
Oh, I was a manager at Twinbrook. I worked at Safeway in Bauer and Norbeck for like 8 years before that. Yeah. Man. Yeah. So,
again, that comedy is in so many different circles, Joey LaFleur. We have friends upon friends.
Yes.
Man. But yeah, man. So what have you been doing in the comedy game, Carlos? I mean, the pandemic hit. I know that kind of knocked a whole lot of people out.
Oh man, the pandemic, that's what brought me back, man. You know what I mean? I came back for like, I was so down, man. Like I was, within that time from like 2016 to like, the pandemic, I was just kind of like in a funk, man. And then the pandemic hit, and I was living in Baltimore, so I started hitting up the place attached to Magoobies. What's that? Wits End.
Wits End Saloon, yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing but comics, obviously, man. But when I went up there for the first time and I made a whole bunch of comics laugh, I'm like, all right, maybe I still got it. You know what I mean? Like, gotcha. And that's when I started grinding again. And I've been on and off the grind due to like car issues and stuff like that. But I've been hitting Cellar Door up a lot. Like usually like every Tuesday.
Okay.
Good room.
Just for an open mic, and because I'm trying to get my place into that Sunday night, either guest spot, opener, you know what I mean, feature. I'm not confident enough for headliner, but I know I got the chops, you know what I mean. That's what I want to do with you guys. So when I go to McGinty's for the open mic, y'all better film my ass and be like, oh yeah, he's funny enough to be on the pro show. I'm like, you better damn right I am. Like,
oh yeah, man.
But I earned my stripes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely, man. We definitely have been. I think I asked about you a while ago, like when we were in the middle of our right before we finished our run at what was that? At Zeba. Yeah. I had asked Jesse about you, and he said, "Oh man, I don't think Carlos is doing it anymore." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess he's out."
Never that, dog. No, man. I might take a hiatus or two, but I can't leave comedy. Comedy can't leave me, man. Like it's my life, man. Like even if I try to like stray away from it, that bitch grabs me like by the balls and shit and like lifts me around like a helicopter and like get back in there. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I love it, man. It's just hard. It's hard being consistent.
Yeah, I understand completely. Yeah, you have a very tumultuous relationship with comedy and your balls. I've never heard anyone refer to comedy and say it twisted me around in the air by my balls and then swing.
Yeah,
like,
it did. But the fucked up part is my balls still ain't dropped yet. You know what I'm saying? They stretch them and everything, but I still got a voice of a 13-year-old. You know?
So comedy reaches up inside you.
Yes.
I don't like doing this math. I don't like going. I don't want to stop picturing. Stop
picturing. Joey uses too much mentality with his when he's doing these jokes.
You can't give me these mental images. My imagination is too strong.
I want to say one thing about Dot Comedy. What I love about Dot Comedy is when you guys came on the scene, you know what I mean? Y'all were the first guys to really keep it local, you know what I mean? And like in Moco too, you know what I mean? Which is hard I think it's kind of hard to kind of like book regular gigs, regularly and keep it consistent and without the owner or the people you're dealing with, get a change of heart, you know what I mean? And like you guys kept the DMV, especially Moco, scene alive, man. And like y'all really helped me like kind of develop my style, my my stage presence, because when I started out doing comedy, I was like everywhere, I was a physical comic.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people liked about me. But then I started getting more, what do you call it? Fucking
intellectual.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. More. I'd rather just say it than rather like show it all the way. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like running around the stage, I kind of just give you a look. You know what I mean? Or like,
Yeah.
But I really love you guys for that, man. Like you guys every fucking Wednesday? Every Wednesday night, man. Without doubt. And I can get there. I can get that cam time and still get stage time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So you guys are always open, welcoming. You know what I mean? Fair, especially when it came to you, Joey. You know what I mean? You're a very fair person. Jesse's not too fair, but you were the fairest to me. I'm not throwing no shade. I'm just saying you were always fair with me. You know what I mean? You always took good care of me.
I tried. I always felt like someone was mad no matter what I did.
Yeah.
I was never mad at you, man. I was always mad at Jesse sometimes. Like, Jesse, why you throwing me in the bus? I'm like, I'm funny, nigga. He's like, yeah, but I'm like, nah, dog. Don't put Cam before me. I was here 3 hours ago. The fuck?
Yeah, that would happen every now and again.
Yeah.
Especially with me, is people just like again, they just he kicked me in the balls, Now comedy grabs my balls and stretches them out and helicopters me. And
Joey Jesse kicked you. Oh man, so
Joey coddles my balls. He
Joey cradles them and makes sure they
feel like them Chinese joints. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh God. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Joey maligns your balls. It makes cymbal sounds. I understand.
Yeah, man, it's very soothing.
Shea butter for.
That's what the shea butter's for. Yeah. Oh man, but Carl, so what are you looking to do with this comedy thing, man? You trying to branch out? You trying to do some acting to go along with it, or you just in for the comedy? You here to tell the jokes?
I'm fully in for comedy. I don't want to I don't want to like branch out to acting or anything. I do kind of want to do like, skits here and there. But comedy is enough alone. You know what I mean? And honestly, if you look at like people that do the transition from like skits and stuff like that to comedy, I'm not gonna lie. I think the comedy is kind of garbage in the way they do it, because they're just going in there because a friend said you're funny. You can do this. To me, I'm comedy other way. So I might be bad with my skits, but I know that my stage presence, my stage time, the time I put into this, you know what I mean, and everything. I love comedy. That's all I want to do, man. I just want to stick to it. I don't want to kind of like be an actor and then shift focus. You know what I mean? This is like a 24-hour job, man. Like,
oh yeah.
And it's harder than anybody fucking really thinks. You know what I mean? And I could do a skit for 2 seconds, but but it's hard to do a 7-minute set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely understand that, man. It takes a skill, and we here at That Comedy want to hone that and keep people going with it, man. But where can people find you at, Carlos?
You can find me on my Instagram at Los Big Dreams. All my things, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, so you can definitely hit me up on my Los Big Dreams Insta.
Okay. Well, definitely, man. We got those up right now on the screen.
Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck? How you so fast with it?
It's That Comedy. We do things different. I
saw that pop up. I'm like, what? Now I gotta look up and see if I'm doing it right. Did I say it right? Is it Los Big Dreams or Carlos Big Dreams?
Man, you got to tell me what the @ is. I'm just going off. I think I spelled it wrong because you got a Z in your.
Yeah, I do have a Z in mine. Yeah. So it is LOSBIG. Yes, it's spelled the way it is right there.
Okay.
Big Dreams is one word.
I messed it up.
Oh, it happens, Joey. You'll live. You won't get fired this week from the That Comedy program.
Dreams with a Z.
Big dreams.
Yes.
Oh man, but man,
mostly black.
There you go. We got it right on Twitch, so they'll make sure.
There we go.
All of our
thank you. Yeah,
all
man.
Our Twitchers.
All of our tweakers.
Oh man, but yeah, man, Carlos, it's definitely a pleasure to have you on, man. You gonna hang out with us and get into some of these topics?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna take a quick break, Joey.
Okay.
But what's going on in the world, man?
Netflix is fucking up. Amber Heard is doing some wild shit. So did The Flash. It got caught up in Hawaii. And
wasn't fast enough, was he?
No, he was not.
Can't get that far away.
And reality is on a whole some whole other shit right now.
Yeah, of course, every chance they get. Oh man, but we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna have some more fun and more thrills when we get back in a minute on the That Comedy Podcast.
I hit Louisiana just to say what's down, baby. See, I'm a time of diamonds all up in my watch piece. The wet painted chrome feet and make them watch me. I smoke a drink, I won't stop, but I can't. So I guess I'm smoking and drinking all the way to the bank. I'm switching lanes, rolling up purple stank. Sipping up purple stuff, cause I'm addicted to drink. I smoke, I drink.
I want to stop, but I can't.
That's
my shit. Yo, I forgot you my favorite DJ, though. You always have the right music for me. I didn't even have to tell you what I wanted to play. You just played it. You're like, this nigga look crazy. I'm gonna say he likes bitches sucking his dick. I'm like, what?
Oh man, we're back in the That Comedy Podcast. I am DJ Mark and Joey LaFaro. Our special guest this week, Carlos Big Dreams. We here at That Comedy want to ask a question. Joey LaFaro, when you're playing football, you ever get out there and you take a turn because you're doing your drills, or you're coming off the line a little too aggressive for 40-year-old men playing touch football, and you really want to get off the line with more power, I think I know what you need, Joey.
What's that?
Victory insoles. So a pair of Victory Performance insoles, and if you use the link from that comedy, you can get $50 off a pair of Victory Performance insoles. They help you with everything, Joey. I know I got a pair, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I work in a grocery store. All right, so when a customer has a complaint, if I got my Victory insoles in, I can get out of my chair into the front of the store faster, based on the fact that I care a little less. I don't run, but Victory insoles have made it so that there's a lot less pressure on these old ass knees. Victory insoles. Get yourself a pair today. Follow the link tree on .com to get yourself $50 off. And we're back in the .comedy podcast. Joey LaFaro, DJ Marcus, Big Dream Los. Oh man, Joey.
Yes, sir.
As Carlos stated a minute ago, this is probably the greatest song ever made.
Oh yeah.
As long as it doesn't get us kicked off of Facebook.
That's why I come down. It comes down.
They're just telling you what we all do.
Thank you.
And they're telling you that like we hate ourselves enough because we don't want to stop, but we supposed to stop,
but we can't.
We can't.
I smoke, I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't.
I even see the warnings. I see the warnings. It tells me don't smoke, nigga, but I still do it, and I can't.
and the next line, you know what it says, Joey? I'm a dog. I love hoes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm addicted to money, cars, and clothes because I do it big, nigga. You can't say that last part, but I know you want to. Oh, Joey doesn't have an inward pass.
I just look like I want to say it. That's what I didn't ask for to look like.
Did you see his face when he said that? He was like, "Oh, what?"
Nigga.
He looked at you like nigga.
The only time I want to use that is when I'm like at 7-Eleven and I'm trying to check out, and the stupid like digital thing is asking me 50 questions. And I want to say it at the freaking screen because I just like.
You said,
do you want to donate? Do you want cash back?
No, please.
I want these donuts. Leave me alone.
I want these donuts and these cookies that they made me buy.
I want these donuts and no more questions. Thank you.
Oh man. But Joey, what's going on in the world, man?
Okay. Netflix.
What's going on with Netflix, man? I Netflix and chill a lot.
Netflix has lost 200,000 subscribers during the first quarter of 2020.
Really?
Wow.
To who?
To attrition, I guess.
Okay.
This is the first time.
I know what happened. Price went up.
Yes.
I got an email the other day. The motherfucker's going up to $15.39 or some shit.
What?
Like that. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Here's
15.
So their shares took a 25% hit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
This is the first time they've lost this many subscribers in more than 10 years.
Yeah.
So they blamed it on the following: increased competition, password sharing, as well as inflation and the ongoing invasion of Ukraine for stagnancy.
How they gonna blame Ukraine?
How does Ukraine have to do anything with that?
No. Password sharing is the only reason anyone has Netflix.
Yeah. Basically.
Because y'all ain't had a good show. And when was the last time there was a good show on Netflix? I turned on the other day. All they had was The Ultimatum and Is It Cake?
You know what? That last was it that movie with fucking what's that? Oh my gosh, they just came out with this it's the end of the world. That movie just came out. Was that?
Oh,
that's a good movie.
Whatever.
Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up. Yeah, that's a good movie. Was that on Netflix?
That was on Netflix. It was good, but I think it got a little overhyped.
There was a movie with
we saw what's her name? Meryl Streep's butt cheeks in that joint. She has a nice ass, yeah. Like
damn. You said Meryl Streep's butt cheeks. I have a thing for old white women, but
me too.
Meryl Streep's butt cheeks weren't enough to save
Netflix. That may get people back. They gotta advertise them more. Hey,
right.
We got Meryl Streep's butt cheeks. Just come on back over to Netflix.
That should be like the save screen. You know what I mean?
And we've got Helen Mirren's tits and Meryl Streep's butt cheeks We got almost a whole white woman just for you.
Over the age of 70.
Over the age of 70 at Netflix.
Netflix took down the whole freaking streaming. Roku, Spotify, and Disney also tumbled in the hours after markets.
Oh wow!
After
What?
Brutal update. Yeah.
Wait,
Dang.
Roku? What? How?
How did Roku go down?
Everybody's like, well, if Netflix can't do it, then no one can.
Netflix is the powerhouse. What the fuck we doing?
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Netflix is forecasting a global paid subscriber loss of 2 million in the second quarter. The last time Netflix lost subscribers was October 2011.
Wow.
Our revenue growth has slowed considerably, the company wrote in a letter to shareholders Tuesday. Streaming is winning over linear as we predicted, and Netflix titles are very popular globally. However, a relatively high household penetration, when including a large number of households sharing accounts combined with competition, is creating revenue growth headwinds. There is more other shit than there is everything.
You know who's
I unsubscribed because I couldn't afford it no more.
I'm kind of getting tired of it because, like, the whole reason I cord cut was to save money, and now I got to have 15 different subscriptions because everybody wants to have their own shit.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's bullshit too. And now you can't share it.
You know who's
No, the trick is you get like a group of people and everybody gets one streaming service and you share all of
them. Yeah.
Oh, like going for a lotto ticket or some shit like that.
Yeah, we all go in for a lotto ticket.
Exactly.
You know who's laughing right now?
Who?
Disney Plus.
You think so?
They suck.
Disney
They have nothing good.
Disney has like one good show for 6 weeks every 5 months.
Moon Knight. Hey, look, Moon Knight's a dope ass show. And plus, he's one of my favorite fucking heroes. He's not really a hero. He's like an anti-hero. Right. I don't know. He's like in the middle, kind of.
But there's only 6 episodes.
I know. And episode 3 is coming on tomorrow.
True.
Yeah.
I stick close to that show.
And then you got like Paramount doing the Halo show.
And Star Trek.
I might cancel Paramount.
Why?
They're kind of getting on my nerves.
Why?
Because Star Trek inclusion has been terrible this season.
See,
I couldn't even finish it.
See, you fucked up.
And Halo's been kind of shit.
Have you watched Picard?
I knew Halo was gonna be garbage. God damn it! And I was like so close to getting Paramount. And I was like, maybe I'll listen to Joey LaFaro on Tuesday and see what he thinks about it.
I'm giving Halo. I'm trying to give Halo some time, but they already fucked up because they have him taking off his helmet every episode, and they take that helmet off in any of the 15 games they made.
Wait, they took his helmet off
in the first episode.
That's
bullshit.
Is it Bohemian Woodbine?
I'm still never seen his face.
I watch the show. He's the best character on the show.
He's a great actor.
Does Master Chief even have a face, dog? Like I don't remember ever seeing his face.
I don't know. Not in the game, but in the show, it's Liev Schreiber's brother.
Oh,
Dev Schreiber,
Pablo Schreiber.
Pablo. He took his helmet off. He's like, "Hey, I said."
I don't understand. So they were like, okay, we're going to he's a white guy because we've seen the back of his head in the game. Mm-hmm. So we're going to cast a Hispanic Jew. I don't know what's. Is that
Holmes?
What's a Pablo Schreiber?
What's a Pablo Schreiber? That sounds like a missionary position. That sounds like two Hispanics having missionary sex. Pablo Schreiber.
I deeply
with tequila. With tequila.
With tequila. That's it, right next to the bed. Yeah. Oh man. What else going on?
Pablo Screwdriver.
Oh my goodness. What else going on, Jim?
So in response, Netflix now has plans to add commercials for some subscribers.
Fuck that. Damn it.
Fuck that. No, why would they're gonna lose another 20,000 subscribers.
How could they possibly think that won't compound the problem?
What are the commercials going to be? Is it going to be like a freaking Tidy Bowl ad? I don't know what the fuck going to do with
if I wanted to deal with ads, I'd just keep watching Hulu.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hulu's honestly the best one out of all of them.
Yeah.
They still got everything. They got ATL.
Apple TV is pretty good.
Apple's the only one I don't have.
I don't like Apple TV that much, man.
And to be honest, like I'm kind of frustrated that like I can go around and like there's nothing to watch on almost any of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I'm running out of shows, and like they put out these. I'm tired of these 6-episode, 10-episode seasons of this shit.
Yeah, that shit's ridiculous.
We wait a whole year. Like network TV, you know what I miss about network TV? You got 22 episodes a season.
Yeah.
I go watch some old shit. It's been on the air 7 years, and there's 148 episodes.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it took me to watch all the old Star Trek and Deep Space Nine and Voyagers?
Oh my god, Deep Space Nine is my shit.
I was just during the pandemic, like 4 episodes a day, and it still took me like 6 months.
Yeah, it takes time. That when you invest in something like that, it's going to take time to watch. They're going for the quick hits now, and that's not going to help them keep anybody.
Well, I mean, you also got to think about when they're like starting a show. You know what I mean? They have to have like a short amount of like shit to see if people are still going to want more, I guess. You know what I mean? Sure. And then you could do like the next season for 10 episodes, I guess, or whatever. You know what I mean? Plus,
they need to order a full season of Grand Crew.
Yes.
They need to order
Abbott Elementary is pretty good too.
Full season
Elementary is fucking fire. Yeah,
that shit's hilarious.
I love. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. That's why I got HBO in the first place. I watch the shit out of Doctor Who.
And the show I'm into now is God damn it, what the fuck's the name of it? I keep fucking forgetting it. Blacklist. I watched Blacklist.
Netflix. Oh, so you still have Netflix, huh?
No, I watched Blacklist on Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Because it's actually like 15-second commercials on Peacock as opposed to watching the 45-minute commercials that you have during the actual show.
No way.
Yeah, so
Peacock, I'm for sure getting that shit.
I can't justify getting Peacock yet.
I can.
Peacock has a lot of cool shit.
I know, but I already have all the other ones.
Do you have WWE Network?
No.
Peacock gets it. You get WWE Network with Peacock.
Yeah, but I don't watch WWE.
You can watch all the pay-per-views, Joey, for free.
It's not a selling.
Yo, Joey, your chest looks like it's flexed out all the time right now. Why are you flexing? Relax your chest, dog.
Not like it's
all of a sudden Joey's pec just rises.
Listen,
you do it over there.
Listen, my chest is not. I'm fat right now. My chest doesn't take fat well because I have big floppy anime nipples.
you got salsa.
When the titty move, the nipple's like a second behind. Like that's. So there's a lot of it just puffs out. I can't do anything about it.
You look like you're forever flexing. You know? Like and I heard Marcus call you Zangief earlier, and I'm like the only way I can think of you as Zangief is like I did see you like with the shirt off, and you do have your hair like shaped like Zangief.
You should, if you ever do professional fighting, you should go in with your hair shaved and like an eagle.
Like Zangief?
I don't need to because it already naturally takes that shape.
That's what I said. It's exactly like that. That's why it's Zangief.
You got to put some moisturizer and some conditioner in there. That way it puffs out.
Man. Cocoa butter.
Shea butter.
I already got the shea butter.
Oh man, what's next, Joe?
So remember when we left the Flash, he was in Hawaii and got arrested.
When did he get arrested?
Yeah, for harassing people.
All right.
They were doing
question.
karaoke.
Yes.
Which Flash? The TV show Flash or movie Flash?
No, Zack Snyder's Flash.
Yeah.
Oh.
The one nobody likes.
Yeah.
So he was harassed. That's right. He was doing karaoke. Like people were doing karaoke, and he was yelling shit at him.
Well, he got arrested again Tuesday morning for second-degree assault after an incident at a resident in Pahoa.
Pahoa?
I don't know. This incident follows an arrest back in late March where Miller was arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment following an altercation at a bar. According to a police report, the Hawaii Police Department at 1:10 a.m., Puna patrol officers responded to a report of an assault that occurred at a get-together of a private residence in the Leilani Estate subdivision of Lower Puna.
Okay.
This nigga sounds like T.I.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of T.I. shit.
He's doing a lot of unnecessary shit right now. He needs to sit the fuck down.
What? He can't look like that and be this psychotic. Miller allegedly became irate after being asked to leave and reportedly threw a chair, striking a 26-year-old female on the forehead.
Well, at least he was.
How do you hit her on the forehead with a chair? That means the chair was coming at you. How do you hit a face? How you hit a person in the face with a chair? That's a WWE move.
Resulting in a half-inch cut. They were arrested for assault in the second degree after being located on the roadway during a traffic stop at the intersection of Highway 130 and Kakula Street. Why are you doing all this shit in Hawaii is what I don't understand.
If he really thinks he's the Flash, he's going to run off the fucking island. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with people sometimes.
Last time.
He couldn't run away from the cops like the Flash, yo, but he did throw that chair like the Flash. That shit hit.
You know he yelled, "I'm the Flash, bitch!" when he threw it.
Yeah. Yep. You can't tell me to leave. I'm the fucking Flash. And he just threw the chair. Because the girl was like, the girl was probably looking away, and she heard that the Flash was there. She turned around. That's when he hit her in the face. It was a weird situation for him.
Here's the thing: he has a solo movie coming out.
Oh no!
In June 2023. I don't think that movie's ever seen the light of day at this rate.
He's about to get Will Smithed. Will Swifted.
Will Swifted. Hashtag Will Swifted. Yo,
hashtag Will Swift.
Yes, yo, let's make that a hashtag.
This article goes on to add some other weird shit. In all seriousness, even if all these charges are blown out of proportion, 2 incidents like this in a matter of weeks are a bad look for anyone's career, much less a guy who's supposed to be headlining a major DC Comics franchise as a virtuous superhero. Both also follow a strange incident just a few months ago where Miller posted a strange video to social media in which he ordered the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan to kill themselves with their own guns.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
They suggest a very bizarre and erratic pattern. Yeah, like why are you?
Oh, he crazy.
Why are you initiating? Like, why specifically the North Carolina chapter?
Right.
He get kicked out.
Yeah, I think that may have been
Hawaii.
Wow.
Like, where the fuck did they find this guy?
Nowhere good. As far as I can look at it, they found him nowhere good. Oh man, what else going on, Joe?
Remember Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, that show about them chicks in jail.
Yeah, so
Crazy
there was that one transgender character, right?
Yeah,
the big black one.
Yeah, that went differently in real life.
Yeah, the big black one. They all big black ones in the Orange is the New Black. Which one you be, nigga? You gotta be specific. The one with the dick? Oh, is that this one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
2 inmates who are serving sentences within New Jersey's only all-women prison are reportedly pregnant after they had sex with transgender inmates.
Inmates. Or inmate.
The New Jersey Department of Corrections told NewJersey.com that 2 inmates at the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility became pregnant after having consensual sexual relationships with another incarcerated person.
Wow. Okay. Now.
It also remains unclear if the 2 pregnant inmates had sex with the same transgender inmate or with different transgender inmates.
How many transgender inmates are there?
That's what I'm saying. I need a whole docket.
They be locked up together?
The prison reporting does not require transgender inmates to ever have undergone gender reassignment surgery before to be housed there. What are we doing?
Making babies. It's about it. That's about the size of it. Making
it's
babies.
Like a catch-22, you know what I mean? Because if they put the transgender woman in a male prison, you know that like they're gonna be happy. If you put them in a woman's, they're still gonna be happy. They win.
I guess they were lesbians.
Bisexual lesbians?
I guess they were transgender lesbians.
I mean, you can be trans and still like woman, you know what I mean?
They were called Transformers.
No, it's not.
Transformers in disguise.
New Jersey enacted a policy in 2021 which allows prisoners to be placed in facilities in accordance with the gender identity of their preference, according to New York Post. Inmates can provide their gender identity preference at any time during their incarceration. That policy reportedly came after a transgender woman who was supported by the ACLU of New Jersey successfully won a settlement in their civil rights lawsuit against the state after she was forced to reside in a men's prison for 18 months.
Oh, let's see.
When I was forced to live in men's prisons, I was terrified I wouldn't make it out alive. Those memories still haunt me. The transgender woman, identified in court papers as Sonia Doe, said in a statement last year, according to dailymail.com, though I still have nightmares about that time, it's a relief to know that as a result of my experience in the NJDOC has adopted substantial policy changes so no person should be subjected to the horrors I survived.
Wow.
Okay, so question.
We're kind of getting into a weird area because the whole point I thought of separating them was because of the same reasons we generally have men's and women's sports separated.
Yeah.
But
that's not the case.
But it does create, it is a little bit different in that in a prison setting, in a men's prison setting, there's already a lot of rape going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also you got to remember
whether you consider yourself a woman a bitch or not. Like, right? Like, that's not really a choice. So I can see where the fear comes from there, but I can also see where for the women's side, this becomes a whole different issue.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
go ahead, Carlos.
I was just saying, like, men in prison already, you know, are already confused in a sense, I believe, you know what I mean? And if you notice, like, on this side, you know, there's a lot of, like, trans women, you know, getting fucked up because of being who they are. And then they got to go to prison. If some shit happens and they got to go to prison, you know, to deal with the same people that, you know what I mean? It's a real fucked up, you know what I mean?
It's not an easy solution here. I think
I got an easy solution.
The good thing is it's in both cases it's reported it's consensual. However, what if it wasn't?
I got a solution.
It's usually not.
It's one thing to get raped in prison. It's another to get raped and then pregnant in prison.
True. Very true. But the thing about it, Joey, I have a solution. Okay. You have your tiers, right? You have your women's tier. This is where the women all.
So talking about tears, like teardrops on the eyes. Like, how many people I killed? You're like, I killed like 3.
You have your tiers right here. You know, me Mexican gangster over here.
What if we just separate the cell blocks by weight class? Is that?
Well, so we have like boxing.
Yeah,
middleweight.
You got to do exactly what we said we were going to do with
so
sports.
People can defend themselves.
You got to do what we said we were going to do with sports. You give them their own league.
Hey, actually, that's a good idea though. You know, welterweight, middleweight, heavyweight.
It goes back to the actual problem, which is prison's completely flawed as a system in general.
Absolutely.
So at some point, I thought the goal that it should have ideally is that it's to for you to kind of learn your right from wrong and then rehabilitate and re-enter society.
Bullshit.
Right?
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit now because of the way it's being.
It's always been bullshit.
Right. It's but that's the narrative they want to feed you. But the obviously what they're doing has nothing to do with that, right?
Yeah.
But in an ideal world where you were trying to do that, I don't know that you even bothered.
They weren't trying to do that in the first place at all.
I'm not debating that. I'm not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm saying that this is one of many reasons why we might want to revisit the whole. Hey, what if we actually tried to do it, to do what we say it's supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
What the said thing, because I think in an ideal world where you're trying to create a path back to society for people who've made mistakes, then there's no need to separate them by sex.
Yeah, not only that, it's just like you don't have to just throw them in prison. You can just give them therapy. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's not just that, but having the it's separate, but create a kind of as an on ramp to getting back to, so when you do get out of prison, you can re-enter and have a whole life.
Sure.
Right. It's not because right now it's a death sentence. Like it isn't like, it's not a death sentence. You may have 20 years, but like what's going to happen to you, and the person that goes into prison dies and comes out something else 9 times out of 10.
They always do. Yeah, you're right, man. They'll go in, for doing a petty crime and then come out, fucking destroyed. You know what I mean? And just be like, you know what? Doing. Not everyone's Malcolm X.
Yeah, they're
pretty much.
They're doing everything they can to take away your humanity in there, and it's I don't. That's why, like, why can we're not going to be surprised by anything that happens at this point.
No.
But it's clearly, like, there's clearly issues that and I don't know what point we go, enough's enough. We need to actually, like, overhaul this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because what's the last time I never saw a mom like Antoine, he just stole a piece of candy, went to jail for 10 years, came out, robbed the bank. You know what I mean? Like, of course you robbed the bank, yo. You like, you know what I mean? Like you molded him into a criminal. You know what I mean? Like going to jail is to create the bigger, better criminal.
Yep.
And I get some of the challenges, right? Like, it's going to take money, it's going to take time to fix
Fuck
it.
that.
It is, but
yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm talking about prison. I'm still stuck on the prison part, but you're right. I'm sorry.
Right, like to fix it, it's going to take those things. It's going to take resources, and here's the problem, right? You have enough. Like, do you spend the time and resources to make it better for people who've made mistakes? Many of them not, but a lot of them have. Or do you fix some of the places that are putting people in that situation in the first place? Because we got a lot of underserved places in the country that probably need that attention first.
Yeah.
And so, do you try to fix what's broken, or do you try to prevent the breaking in the first place?
I don't know, man. I think this. We already have the money and resources in the prison system.
Yeah.
Why don't we just take that and shift it? You know what I mean?
That's a good point too.
Yeah.
we already have that money.
The prison system's a billion dollar a year industry.
Yeah, man.
They make money. They make money on human suffrage.
Everyone in the pocket.
It's not. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
We need to get to a point where we step away from what.
Well, do we have the money, or do the companies do?
We do. They're taking our money.
Well, the companies do.
Right, but
The companies do. They're all privatized.
Right, that's the problem.
You know?
Because you don't have the it's different when this, we can vote and enact change on the state, but when the government's wholesale farming it out, that they giving the power away. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you hire somebody, you've given that power off. You handed it off. So that's where, and what you probably, one of the biggest issues is that you're not going to see the reform is they can't vote. We take their voting power away as soon as they go in there. So, and the people who, and too many people who aren't, don't have somebody in there or haven't met somebody in there that they care about, that they see what's happening in there, aren't going to put time and energy into voting around those issues.
True.
Absolutely.
So, and some of it's just an awareness issue. Again, it's that. But
I mean, white people don't care. Joey,
I'm not debating.
You're bringing foul
They
white
do care because they're getting paid something now playing.
Yeah.
White people don't care about prisons. You know why? They say the bad guy's supposed to be locked up. What's the bad guy look like? Black. That's why the bad guy wears black in all movies. That's why the black guy has a black hat.
What? Batman's black.
He's a bad guy.
He is a bad guy.
Yeah, let's stop acting like Batman's not a bad guy.
Batman sucks.
He does.
Batman's the worst. He's just a rich guy.
I fucking hate Batman.
The law isn't good enough.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna beat the crap out of people who are making bad decisions.
I won't kill you. I will maim you.
I will maim you. Yeah, absolutely. Not kill. I will maim. Joey and I were talking about this shit earlier, dog. Listen, because I told him I saw the movie, the new one on HBO today, and fucking they're like, oh, you see the bat signal in the sky. You people are scared, and then people spray painting. I'm like, are you gonna spray paint? Why would you do that? They're like literally just creating art. Like, what? Like, you don't have to break people.
Here's the thing.
This spray painting shit on concrete.
He was literally the worst Batman ever. He saw
absolutely.
Like, the whole movie could have happened, and he had not been in it, and it would have happened the same way because he didn't prevent a single crime.
Of course not.
Yeah, not at all, dude.
Batman never prevents crimes.
Not this Batman. This Batman sucked ass.
The dude that got off the train. Okay, maybe he prevented him from getting killed. After that, there was a guy who robbed the convenience store that looked at the sky for a second in the rain and got away. There were the taggers at the beginning of the movie that got away. There was he fought the cops.
The taggers got away.
Yeah, that's the moral of the Batman story.
And then he walked into a bomb and didn't die.
Well, all of
no. I mean, he saw the countdown and walked face first into the bomb.
Well, that's what's the name do that in Dark Knight Forever or whatever it was?
No. He let his girlfriend die and saves Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he did that. And then he blew up an island off the coast of Gotham.
Yeah,
with a nuke. And then the world watched a nuke go off next to major metropolitan city, and there's no backlash behind that. I don't know how everybody ain't die.
Yeah, but
he's a billionaire.
Those were attempts. At least he was trying. There was no attempt here. The bomb was about to go off. It was counting down to 0, and instead of like being
proactive,
he just walked into it face first.
Yeah, he grabbed the dude by the collar, like, blow me up, please.
Yeah, and they got knocked the fuck out, and they got taken to a police station.
You know what's stupid about that part? They didn't take his mask off.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They got in a fight over whether or not to take his mask off, and then Gordon's like, I got this, and then Gordon leans into Batman's ears like, hey, punch me, and then take this key. And then they chase him out of the police station, and the next scene is literally Gordon signaling him with the bat signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's asshat of a movie.
It's stupid.
It's unnecessary.
And then the Riddler literally got away with everything to the point where he's in jail, then gave himself up, got in jail,
and made friends.
His plan. And then Batman still let the mayor get shot. Like, what did he do?
Well,
what did he do?
It was a black mayor, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know Batman's racist, right?
Clearly.
Yeah, he's racist as fuck, yo. Wait, what did you tell me earlier, Joey, about like the end when he was like carrying people out? What did you say?
Yeah, he like so there's like
it's true.
He has to carry the torch to lead the people out, so it would look like a great shot. But meanwhile, the mayor with bullet holes in her body has to walk through this dirty stadium water with whatever the fuck was under those stadium seats in Madison Square Garden.
That's just old Nick tears.
Nobody carried her out. She has to walk behind Batman for, because symbolism.
But he carried an old white lady and a white boy out over his shoulders, though.
It was such a good detective movie. He was the shittiest detective.
Yeah. Also, I hated Gordon. Gordon was like a glorified narrator throughout the whole movie. He's like, she's breathing. And I'm like, yeah, we know that. Oh, he's choking her. Like, yeah, we know that. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, he was like a glorified narrator throughout the whole movie. And then fucking Batman's like, I understand every riddle. He's like, oh, it's a cat in the hat. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck you, Batman. You're not that smart, bro.
Blown away how people were like, because they actually showed crime scenes in this one, and Batman walked around them. Oh, he's detective. They didn't detect anything.
Yeah. He was like, that's not worth my time.
Wow. I just saw him figure out this stupid riddle. Like the riddles were harder in Batman Forever.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god, Batman Forever.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, they were though.
Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones.
Best. Okay.
Villain duo.
We saw the Batman, and then we went home and watched Batman Forever because I was like, better Riddler, duh. And then we sat down and watched it. Dude, that movie was so fucking weird. Like watching it now, it was so cheesy and stupid. Like, why was every camera angle like this?
Slightly tilted.
Yeah.
Angle. And then there was like a billion statues in Gotham.
Yeah.
Every single scene had a statue in it.
Yeah.
There's like 45,000 gargoyles in Gotham.
I think they want to make New York more gothic than it is.
Because it's Gotham.
Yeah. That's what they were going for with that.
But they overdid it. Just kind of like they just like they overdid like Star Wars 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, they did. They
really overdid it.
Oh man, what else going on, Joe?
Well, speaking of fucked up townships, Prince George's County.
Yes,
that's what I want to talk about.
Home of the Dot Comedy Podcast.
The entire ethics panel for the Prince George's County Community Public Schools has resigned effective Friday.
That's fucking hilarious.
So there's no one leading them ethically.
A letter sent to Prince George's County Public Schools Board Chair Juanita Miller. The chair of the panel cites multiple reasons for the mass resignation, including an investigation underway by the Maryland Inspector General for Education. The ethics panel came under fire last year after recommending most of the elected members of the board be removed due to alleged misconduct.
Wow.
Those findings were never made public, but they were anonymously sent to multiple elected leaders in the county.
No
The findings were disputed by the elected board members in question, who have proven the findings had a myriad of inaccuracies. No one was ultimately removed from the board. So basically, the ethics panel was like, y'all is the problem. And they were like, fuck you. We're investigating you. This is all bullshit. And then the ethics panel was like, well, fuck you. I quit.
That's how that school board meeting went. That's how the school board meeting went.
It's like, can y'all stop being so damn ghetto?
They gotta be ghetto at the highest levels.
Yeah, man.
West Georgia County. They
I mean,
can't.
you know what? And it's okay to be that ghetto at the high level. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make a splash. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what ghetto's really about, bitches.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Concerns about the ethics panel were brought to the attention of the state's Inspector General for Education. While the office will neither confirm nor deny the existence of an investigation, a school board invoice obtained by Fox 5 shows a lawyer has assisted the ethics panel in responding to the Inspector General's office and mentions multiple subpoenas for documents.
Snitches. A bunch of that's what, as you were reading, I'm hearing it all go, these snitching his ass bitches. They just snitching all over the place in PG County. Everybody's snitching on each other. It's I understand the necessity of this whole situation. Prince George County been fucked up for years, Joey. And it starts at the top.
It's just amazing that it just continues and end over end for eternity.
I don't know why. It's you know what it's like? It's like those third world countries you hear about where they're like, yeah, we have all these like smart leaders in charge of the country. And then you find out everybody on the goddamn take. That's PG County. Every one of the leaders in PG County lives in Upper Marlboro, Bowie, or like the high-end Landover area.
Yep.
That's where all of them live.
Mm-hmm.
But they all stealing shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, and every time we find out that another one of the motherfuckers is stealing, we're just like, yeah. Because I remember who was it? Was it the county executive or the what is also Brooks in PG County now?
Dr. Miller says the board is now urging people to apply to be part of the all-volunteer ethics panel.
Fuck that volunteer shit.
Fuck that volunteer panel.
Fuck you, pay me.
What is also Brooks' job, Joey?
I don't know.
Damn it, look it up real quick. Because the person who did it before her.
I don't remember her first name.
Also Brooks. That's right. Also Brooks, PG County. That's the easy way to do it. It's also Brooks, PG County. But the person who had the job before her.
County executive, Angela Brooks.
Yeah, county executive. So the person who was county executive before her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife got arrested.
Mm.
When they went to the house to arrest the wife,
Mm-hmm.
they arrested her with $20,000. Guess where the $20,000 was, Joey?
A satchel?
In her drawers, Joey.
Oh shit!
She tucked it in her drawers.
Wait, what?
Like they weren't going to pat her down when they arrested her dumb ass.
Did he make it into like pantyhose, or did he just stuff it down her drawers? Like, was he elaborate at least? Like,
she stuffed it in, thinking she was going to hold on to it. Cash.
Holy shit!
$20,000 cash in her drawers.
I mean,
and everybody's like,
I don't need to pat you down to see $20,000 in your drawers.
I've been to PG County.
What is that bulge in your drawers?
Right?
Is that a dick?
See, if they had spent the money on
books,
education, then she wouldn't be that fucking dumb.
No.
Wait, are you talking about the chick from Baltimore now?
No, that's PG County too.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you know that was it the mayor in Baltimore like years ago? Like the I forgot.
These damn
books and stuff. I don't think about books. I just know that like people steal shit all the time.
Yeah, they steal from the government, and then they're looking at everybody going, "Hey man, I'm a government official. I should have took more."
No, they don't just steal from it. They steal from like
us.
Dude, 5 cents a bag in Montgomery. I'm like, dude, people are like remodeling, like these government officials are remodeling the fuck out of their houses for these 5-cent bags. You know, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's getting bad, man. But hey, Joey, you know what? Hey, at least we have 2 more years before we run for president. On the dot comedy ticket, DJ Marcus for president, Joey LaFaro vice president. We're gonna run under the Reform Party.
You got my vote.
We will be running as moderates, moderate centrist. We're not gonna get on anybody's nerves, but we're gonna kick up some dust. That's the way.
I'm getting on everyone's nerves.
Well,
you're
Joey
talking
LaFaro,
about.
shit.
Joey, you're the peacemaker. No, man, Marcus, Marcus ready to piss on motherfuckers. Joey's like, hey, can you at least shake? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going in to start fires like this dude in San Jose.
Well, do you know the way to San Jose, Joey?
No, but Dylan J. Cruz Gogue does.
No.
He is the suspect.
Is he Cameron Goade's brother?
No.
It's funny.
He is identified as
he said his name right.
Who set a massive 5-alarm fire at a San Jose Home Depot on April 9th that destroyed the building and caused over $17 million in damages and lost goods.
I can see $17 million being burned up in a home.
How did they apprehend him? Like, did they know? Like, did they save? Like, you know, like what happened? How did they get his ass?
Cameras.
Cameras.
I would think cameras because
was he just really obvious? Like, did he just bring in like a hay bale and just like
just like the whole he pulled a hay bale into the store, gasoline on top of it, lit it on fire, and kicked it down the.
And then he's like flicked out the cameras like.
He had stolen from a Bass Pro Shop and then was trying to steal merchandise from the Home Depot on Blossom Hill Road at about 5:30 p.m. He allegedly started a fire in an aisle and attempted to leave with a cart full of tools.
No.
And fled in a vehicle.
So it was a distraction.
Then he went to Macy's
to get some grandma pants.
To stuff the tools in.
Yeah. And he needed a toolbox, so he went to Macy's to find a toolbox to put his tools.
I'm sorry. He was trying to create a distraction to get away, and then
it sounds like
just put people at risk for some bullshit. You know how easy it is to steal from Home Depot? Like, Home Depot was made to steal from. You know what I mean? Like, I used to work with contractors. Every contractor I worked with never bought anything we used. Like, it's that easy to like steal from Home Depot. Home Depot.
You know how much flammable shit there is?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the fumes. Like, how? Like, it's like
depending on the aisle you started that in. That whole damn thing could have blown the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shit, paint. Like you like this shit. You're breathing in. Fuck the fire. I don't care if I get burnt. The shit I'm breathing in. That's the shit that scares me.
Right. Yeah. Well, they caught him. They caught him. Did they sentence him yet, or he just got caught?
No, he's been charged with aggravated arson, 7 counts of grand theft, and 3 counts of petty larceny.
What the fuck is aggravated arson? Someone pissed him off, so he burned.
I'm taking this right now.
Clearly, was aggravated at that Home Depot because they didn't start fires at Macy's or Bass Pro Shops.
That makes like with the rules and laws that we live by make no sense to me sometimes. Like aggravated assault, I can understand.
Yeah.
Someone pissed you off, you punched him in the face. But what is aggravated arson?
What would unaggravated assault be?
Well, that's when you just punch someone in the face.
Does that just mean?
Yeah, unprovoked. Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
And finally,
what's going on? Finally, man.
So you know Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are having a divorce, right?
You know their divorce is here.
It's here.
It's in Virginia, Northern Virginia.
Oh wow, no shit.
Because they had it on the regular like local news.
I thought it was like NPR.
They were like Hollywood comes to Northern Virginia, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like they lived here. They lived in Reston.
Wow,
I did not know that. That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, there's leaked audio files of her admitting to hitting him.
She whooped his ass,
and then he said something about burning her. And then
Eddie burned her.
Now, there's some legal documents as part of a defamation action filed by Johnny Depp against her that the latter's infatuation with Elon Musk is deeper than it first thought. According to the Daily Mail, Josh Drew, the ex-husband of Heard's best friend Raquel Pennington, has divulged some highly personal details. Wow. Musk had a brief connection with Amber Heard when he broke up with Depp. I think that means it's supposed to be she.
When she broke up with Depp, yeah.
According to the tabloids at the time, Drew has now disclosed that Cara Delevingne, whatever, Musk and Amber Heard had a threesome in 2016, which took place in Johnny Depp's attic in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Even if the actions by the Hollywood couple are no longer surprising, the celebrities were nonetheless wedded.
Everybody was married.
Other evidence found in these documents indicates that Heard and Delevingne had a relationship, and Depp will be able to call the model to testify based on all of this.
Wow.
So this is entering the court.
Yeah.
Musk, who welcomed his sixth child in May, has categorically denied that the threesome ever met. Cara and I are friends, but we've never done intimate things, she'll confirm. I want to confirm again that Amber and I only started dating about a month after filing divorce. I was never close to her during her marriage.
So Elon Musk is like, hey, I ain't got shit to do with this. I'm trying to get to Mars. I'm trying to ride this dick rocket to Mars. Stuff. He's fucking with my money.
Backflips.
Johnny Depp's trying to fuck with my money. I ain't do shit with Amber Heard.
Because he's real trying to back his way out of this. Regarding this lawsuit, I would recommend that everyone involved bury the hatchet and move on. He said, life is too short for negativity. No one is going to say after it's all over that they wish the court battle had lasted longer.
That's hilarious.
They definitely had a threesome.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because there's no other way. Like
shit, yeah. Ronnie Mervis had a threesome with Amber Heard.
In the attic, though, how fucking weird are you?
Well, I mean, shit, you fucking Amber Heard.
Husband's attic and fuck.
Let's go to Johnny Depp's attic and fuck. I mean,
he's a weirdo. So there's
why the attic?
Because
they wanted to do it in front of the Edward Scissorhands.
Yep, that's up there. I guarantee the Edward Scissorhands like fully like body up there.
Donnie Brasco's jacket. What else?
They just become one with it while it's happening.
Jack Sparrow's wig.
Jack Sparrow's dread.
He's like, I never looked at Amber Heard for 1 second. I was just looking at his apparel.
Looking at Jack Sparrow. Staring at Jack Sparrow.
I want Johnny to watch.
Wow, this is gonna get funny. Like, and we're near it, so we hear more about it.
I'm just happy Johnny Depp's gonna be able to keep like 90% of his money.
Because she whooped his ass. If a woman whoops your ass and you get divorced, you get to keep your money.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how you cut it. She beat the shit out of Johnny Depp.
She not only beat the shit out of him, but she had a threesome in their house.
You know what? They probably had some leftover cocaine from Blow.
Or they had some leftover.
I wonder how good that was.
What are those called? Everlasting Gobstoppers from Charlie or Willy Wonka and the Charlie.
Willy Wonka. That was a shitty ass Willy Wonka. I hated that movie. The original was great. The Johnny Depp sucked.
Yeah, it did suck.
He was so stupid, yo.
It didn't make
no. They didn't sound like Dr. Seuss.
They tried to make him Michael Jackson.
Yeah, they really did, actually. Yeah.
There's got to be a chest up there with leftover drugs from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh my god, I was dead. With the long cigarette fucking holders, yo.
How has he been in all these old scary Halloween story movies?
Which one?
Sweeney Todd, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
You know the first movie he was ever in was fucking Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yep.
When he got swallowed up by the bed.
Yeah, he got swallowed. He was trying to hump through a water bed.
Yeah.
He was trying to hump a naked chick through a water bed. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't know that's set up? Where does naked woman swim up from the depths of your bed to? You didn't know that was a goddamn setup, Johnny? I don't understand.
Man, I would have ran. That was a siren if I know. I'm glad you got that.
Was there
Stupid.
Was there a simple Leonardo DiCaprio in there from Gilbert Grape? Watch the whole thing.
You got it, Johnny.
You can do it.
Oh my
You
God,
can do
going
it,
to hell for that
Johnny.
one.
Don't go full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Yeah, Theo went full retard in Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, like that's what that whole bit was based on.
Yeah. Never go full retard. I gotta watch Tropic Thunder again.
This was such a great movie.
Fucking awesome.
Get enough love for how good it was.
Because I watched
such a good movie.
I watched an interview with Robert Downey Jr. and he was like, yeah, like 90% of my black friends are like, it was good though.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never thought twice that he was doing blackface until people made it a big deal. I'm just like, fucking Robert Downey Jr. is literally like my top 10 favorite actor of all time now. Like, you know what I mean? He did it so good.
It didn't feel like blackface. I don't know why.
It did not feel like blackface. He felt like an actor playing a black role.
I'm a white man playing a black man.
He was making it was like it was a method acting joke.
I'm the dude playing the dude.
He's playing another
dude.
It's method acting gone too far.
Yes,
like, it was clearly that was
so good. That was his best acting ever. I don't care what anybody says, dog. He hit his pinnacle right there.
Yeah. Between that and Iron Man, he couldn't do no wrong. Like he did that. He did that, and then he became Iron Man, and there was like just fucking Robert Downey Jr.'s time.
Yeah. I'm sober-ish now.
We'll let that coke binge go.
He did fuck up though.
Bullshit.
It got real cold real fast after he stopped doing those.
What?
I just stopped doing the Marvel movies. Everything kind of cooled off on him real fast.
Motherfucker, he made trillions of dollars.
Oh, not saying he did. I'm just saying he did all that, and he's like, okay, I don't need to do Disney movies anymore. I've done enough of these Iron Man movies, and now what do you do?
Has he made anything since?
Flopped hard.
Which one?
I'm ready for another Sherlock Holmes movie.
Those were okay, but like they weren't popular. What is his last movie? When was the last time you saw him in anything?
Oh man,
let's see.
I can't even think about it. Oh, you got it? Regular. I can't think of the last movie I saw him in. I just know that he was amazing in Tropic Thunder.
Doolittle 2020. That's the last.
Ew. And what? No, I didn't even try to watch that.
He's an Oppenheimer.
When did that come out?
That's coming out in 2023.
Okay. What is it?
Oppenheimer.
That's gonna be.
What's that about?
It's gonna be about the nuclear bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it'll be about the Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh wow, yeah. How we went overboard and we just over.
Ew.
What?
It's directed by Christopher Nolan.
Oh no, that means. But you know what? Christopher Nolan likes blowing shit up anyway. You know.
It's gonna be filmed in gray vision and just. Ugh.
Joey's just like, and it's gonna be. Ugh.
I'm so over him. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of his shit.
Yeah, dude. He got one coming out in All-Star Weekend.
This is Sherlock Holmes 3 that doesn't have a date yet.
He plays the Mexican stranger in All-Star Weekend. But it's him and Jamie Foxx. Him and Jamie Foxx in the movie together is going to be hilarious.
I think that's going to be phenomenal. Yeah.
All-Star Weekend. That should be out next year, I think.
Okay. Well, this is the second movie they'll be playing in together. Because remember, they played in The Soloist together.
Yeah. Where
he was the journalist, and then Jamie Foxx was a crazy black man.
Mm-hmm.
That was the movie that Jamie Foxx went for, retard.
Yeah, he definitely went for retard in that.
That one was one.
He saved himself though, because he's like, I'm doing Ray next just so I could stay afloat.
Method act in this one.
You can always tell because every time the only time those movies don't get Oscar nominations, it's because they went too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went too far with the special needs.
Yeah.
They're like they even fucked up his teeth even more than what they were. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like the original guy has pretty fucked up teeth, but we need your teeth to be extra fucked up. Like we're gonna make you the best fucked up grill ever, dog. Like,
oh shit, they're making a Pinocchio movie.
Who? Yeah. What? Like a live action?
Yeah, live action Pinocchio is coming out this year.
Really?
Please tell me who's starring.
Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. Tom Hanks is playing Geppetto.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not mad at that.
I'm not
mad at him being Geppetto because he looks like he can be Geppetto. All they gotta do is like add just like a half an inch to his nose and just give him a white mustache, and then he's
a single Italian person in this movie.
He's like, I'm going to make a little boy, huh?
Oh,
and then after that, we're gonna have some pizza.
Keegan Michael Key is playing Pinocchio.
Oh, what?
I guess he's doing the voice.
Yeah,
absolutely no. But if he was,
that could be interesting.
I've always wanted to make a blacker boy.
I always wanted a little black boy.
Evan Ainsworth is playing. I don't know what they're doing here. Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's playing Jiminy Cricket.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, he's about right for that.
You know who really should play him is the dude who played like Barry on like How I Met Your Mom or whatever. What's his name? Freaking.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris. I think Neil Patrick Harris would be the perfect Jimmy.
I like how we've gone from calling him Doogie Howser to saying, hey, he was on How I Met Your Mother. It's like, no, goddamn it, he's still Doogie Howser.
He's still Doogie. He's still the fucking like phenomenal. He's still like the doctor of children. You know what I mean? Like,
here's what I'll say about this movie that might make it good.
What?
Robert Zemeckis is directing it.
Who?
Robert Zemeckis.
Zemeckis. Hell yeah.
They found Robert Zemeckis.
Apparently.
Where the fuck they find him at?
I don't know.
Bikini Bottom.
Like pretty much.
He was sleeping with Patrick.
He made a movie called The Witches in 2020. Before that.
Oh, he made the Witches movie?
Yeah.
And did he make the original?
I'll watch that.
The Witches movie is one of my favorite movies.
The one that came out in 2020?
No, the original one.
I don't know what that is.
It's the same premise.
Okay.
Bunch of witches in a hotel, turning kids into mice, and then stomping on them. It's a fucking weird ass movie, but it's one of my favorite movies.
I mean, he's got some bangers, but he hasn't had a banger in a while.
Yeah, Zemeckis hasn't done too much since.
He was a shit in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Back to the Future. Death Becomes Her, Forrest Gump.
Oh, Death Becomes Her was my shit. Yeah. It was fucking. That show was funny as shit. I didn't know
Train Roger Rabbit.
I did not know Robert Zemeckis did Death.
Oh, damn! Zemeckis is a beast, dog.
Yeah.
But
he also was involved in that 2007 Beowulf movie.
No, that's where he fucked up at. Yeah,
he fucked his whole legacy up right there.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck you, Zemeckis."
Yeah, he's had some misses there too. But
my favorite dude.
We'll see
how it goes. Oh man, but Joey, it's been fun, man.
Yeah.
We've gotten through another episode of the Comedy Podcast.
Yes, we have.
Oh, man. Carlos, it has been a pleasure, sir.
Hey.
Tell the people where they can find you at once again.
I want to make some shout-outs before we get up off of here, guys.
Okay, go ahead, man.
I want to do a big shout-out to my boy, D'Angelo Joyce. Man, he's got a show in D.C. That it's starting to be a little bit recurring. He's been doing big shit, man. I'm really proud of him. I want to give a shout out to my very close, very good friend, Kamran Goats. We started this game together. You know what I mean? I got started. He started coming to see me, and he's like, "I could be better than you, Carlos." And he keeps me going, man. Like that's my guy, man. He keeps the fire lit under my ass. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Sean Leverett. You know, he does shows in Baltimore. And like he's doing this thing all the time, man, and he's staying afloat. We did a bunch of shows in New York City a few years back. And I got nothing but love and gratitude for that guy. And last but not least, my good friend Ryan Nazer, who's got me booked on the show for 4/27. If you guys want to come out, it's gonna be at 8:00 at night on April 27th at Das Bierhalle. I can't even say that name. Bierhalle in Parkville. So I'll be featured up there for this gig. So if y'all want to see what the fuck I got and what I'm about, I'll be up there, and I'm definitely gonna hit up your open mic as soon as I possibly can to a comedy show near me. But I also want to tell you guys, Jesse Rivas, Joey LaFaro, Big Mark, man, I fucking love you guys, man. You guys, again, if it wasn't for y'all, man, comedy wouldn't be as thick as it is up in Moco. I don't care what nobody says. You know what I mean? Y'all kept the fucking scene alive. Y'all stayed in the scene. And I'm so happy that Dot Comedy is becoming a franchise and a name to be known, man. And I know you guys are gonna fucking spread out like fucking like cancer. I fucking love you guys, man, and thank you for featuring me on the show
here.
Oh yeah, man, definitely happy to have you on, Carlos.
Yeah, man.
Definitely want to have you back, man. You're doing big things. We're gonna definitely be here with you all the way. Joey LaFaro, you got anything going on, man?
Just this Thursday, comedy shows near me every Thursday.
All right, every Thursday moving forward. DJ Marcus will not be at comedy shows near me this week, but he will be at the Ha Laughatorium.
Hey,
this Saturday from 12:45 to 2:15. So come on out. It's in Fredericks, Ontario, Canada. It's right next to the Small Titty Strip Club, Ontario. So come by. You'll
small titties.
You get some laughs, then you go see some small titties. It's Canada.
Hey, look, small titties equals big asses. All right.
Sometimes,
I almost forgot. Our friend Bianchi Zimmerman is having a rematch.
Oh, he's gonna whoop that dude ass again.
Yes, he is
again.
He's got a rematch scheduled for this Saturday in Manassas at Cagezilla.
He's gonna kick a man ass in Manassas. A man ass in Manassas.
Yep.
That's what it is, Joey.
It is.
You call me Don King, I call it Fight Night, baby. We're coming ass and taking names.
Last time it was in Florida,
Literally,
because his opponent was on house arrest.
Oh,
they worked it out so he could get on work release and come get his ass kicked. So come out, see that shit.
So he gonna get this work.
Yes,
He gonna work release to get this work.
exactly.
Bianchi Zimmerman kicking ass, taking names. The black dynamite of CPMMA.
I'll be there in support. We're to go back on. See, I wasn't there. I couldn't bring the energy and the nonsense outside the ring that was necessary.
That sounds like a kicking ass name though. Bianchi Zimmerman, is that what he said?
Yes.
Bianchi Zimmerman.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a
Nappy Ninja.
he sounds like an ass kicker. Just the name alone.
He's an ass kicker, and he's a
With
good
a
dude.
heart of gold.
Yes, he's a good dude too.
Right, but he has to have a heart of gold because if he touches me, I'm suing him.
Don't do that. He's got kids that depend on him.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Tell him to keep his hands in his pockets.
When he ain't want to keep his hands in his pocket.
He only does that if you walk in the ring. So just stay out.
See, there you go. He's a professional and a scholar.
There you go. Exactly.
Oh man! But for Joey LaFaro, DJ Marcus, Candace August, we are the Dot Comedy team, and we will see you all next time. More fun and more thrills.
I fucking love you guys, man. Thank you very much for this momentous occasion, man.
And we will see you next time on the Dot Comedy Podcast.